What's up, YouTube? So if you follow me on, my social media accounts like Instagram and Twitter, both at CWT Business, you see that I have decided to start a holding company, which is a company that basically holds, like startup equity, like stocks. It can hold real estate. They don't offer like a product or service. They just like essentially hold assets. And that's the kind of company that I've set out to start. I'm registering it. So basically I'll start investing through the actual company. And I'm mostly going to be, focusing on startups. I'm obviously going to invest into the stock market as well. But startups is really what I want to focus on, investing into those startups, growing those startups, and, making something, absolutely world changing with those companies. And, I want to talk about, really with this video, or if you're listening to this in, podcast form, that's another thing I'm working on. I'm uploading a lot of these, YouTube videos and putting the audio into my podcast. But, there's three different ways I plan to make money investing in startups. Obviously, when I invest into a stock on the stock market, I buy it, I wait for it to go up, if I think it'll go up. And then, once I think it's hit what I think it's probably the highest it'll go, I sell the stock at an increase in value. So if I buy a stock at $20, I'm hoping to get hoping the stock will go up to 40, then I sell 40. But when you buy equity in a startup, there isn't a market you can actually trade it on. You buy a percentage of the company and then you're kind of stuck with it. And the only way to really make your money back or to make a profit from this is one, if the company goes public. Let's say you invest into, a small business, they end up growing, they end up expanding, and they get listed onto a stock exchange, they go public, then they start offering their shares to everyone. At that moment, the percentage of the company you own would be divided into stocks, and you can actually trade that on the exchange. That is one way you can get your money back. The second one, way you can make money is if they just happen to have really good dividends. Obviously some of their some of the profit they make will be distributed to their shareholders. So if you're an investor in the company and the company expands pretty fast, you can get that money back just from holding equity. So then they'll divide the profits up, you'll get some of that, and over time you'll make back your initial investment, and then everything after that is just profit. The third way is if the company gets bought. So if you invest into a startup and then, let's say they have a $14 million valuation, they can get bought at a $30 million valuation once they get bigger and there's a company that wants it. And then, if you own 10%, you get 10% of that. And those are really how you go out there. And that's what I find so interesting. Right now, the only things I invest in are, obviously crypto and stocks. And that's what I've been building my entire portfolio out of. And now with this new holding company I'm going to start investing through the company, I want to own stocks just so I have money I can actually trade, and I want to most focus on small businesses so I can put money into it. I obviously have to wait a while until I even see that money again. But it's such a by investing into startups, there's such a high it's such a higher return that you can get, and yes, there's a lot more risk, but I think it's a lot more fun. And then obviously I'll be holding stocks and real estate as well. And I'm really excited for this. I'm really excited to start this journey and see what I can really do as a business owner. On this channel and on my podcast, I'm talking about starting businesses, which I have. I can start a bunch of different business projects. I do a lot of different projects in media, and I do a lot of investing as well because that's what I'm passionate about. By actually starting this company and doing all this investing through this company, it's definitely a lot different, and I'm insanely excited to do it. That's really all for this video. That's really all I want to talk about. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, subscribe to my podcast, follow me on social media at CWT Business, and if you're listening to this podcast form, subscribe on whatever platform you're listening on. Thank you.